Hey, Mr. Ramage, this is Patrick Stone, and I was trying to make this video so you'd have some way to get a walkthrough of setting up your AT&T router so that it disables the Wi-Fi. What you're seeing on my screen is the login to the box. So the first question is probably like, how do you get here? Um, the answer to that is if you go to any web browser and in the URL type in this number right here, 192.168.1.254, and press enter, it should take you here. Um, to be sure of that number, you can look on the side of your router and it has like a little thing like this right here for advanced device configuration. Go to yada yada yada, and the number hasn't changed in years. You can see it's been this way since 2015 for sure, but I'm pretty sure it goes much further back than that. Speaking of things on the side of your modem, you'll also probably need this device access code. That's like the admin code to change router settings. You're probably going to want to change this. My guess is if Henry figures out how to make things work, then he's going to figure out how to change this access code or get into the router using this access code. So I'm also going to show you how to take this access code to log into the router and then change the access code to something that you've got and that he can't change. Let's see what we got next. Okay, so here's the basic interface, and the first thing you want to look at is this Wi-Fi stuff. And so if you look at the basic interface, the Wi-Fi link is right here. We click on this Wi-Fi link, and that should take us in there. It's loading up. There we go. I've been on this page before. Normally it'll drop you at the top, and you can see it takes you to the settings tab and then the sub tab called LAN. And then within the LAN sub tab, there's a sub tab called Wi-Fi. For this, what you're looking at is you want this Wi-Fi interface. You can just click on this guy right here and just say disabled, and that should turn the whole thing off. Uh, there it is right there on mine, and I'm pretty sure that turns everything off. If just setting that one to disable doesn't turn everything off, you can simply go to each individual one and just click disabled. Like this is my user network for 2.4 gigahertz. And there's the guest network right there. Same thing, that the guest network is disabled by default. And here's the 5 gigahertz radio. You can do the same thing, disable that as well. And then the guest network should be disabled again. And so once you try to make these changes, you're going to want to go down to the bottom here and click save. When you click save, it's going to probably prompt you for the password. And let me see if I can just do this so I can show you what's going on. Let's see, I'm going to click disabled on the 2.4 gigahertz interface, and then I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to click save. Yeah, there it is. It says device access code required. Please enter the device access code and click submit. Now this is where you go to the side of your modem, router, whatever you call the device, and you punch in this little string of numbers and characters. Now I've already set mine to a different one, so I just punch mine in here, and that should take you back in there. And once it refreshes, it should basically have that setting that you had asked for turned on or off. So in my case, configuration successful, disabled, and then it says modifying the settings can impact the ability of devices to access your wireless network. Well, that's exactly what we want. Now I'm going to turn mine back on just because, I do want my wireless to be on. And then the next thing would be then, of course, after disabling the wireless from this guy, is that you then want to make sure this guy is locked down and secure. So you want to know where to go and change the access code. And that's just another click from the main page. So I'm going to scroll back here. I'm going to go back to home, waiting on the guy. Sorry for the moments of wait here, the delay. Almost there. There we go. So let's see here. Let me see what I can find. Troubleshoot Wi-Fi. It's none of these here. We're gonna probably have to go back to settings then. So my mistake on that. So you're just gonna jump to settings. Let's see here. Here we go, right here. System Information tab under the Settings tab, and the second tab over in the System Information is Access Code. You click on that, you type in the current access code, and then click the button for Use a Custom Access Code, and then you put in whatever password you want. It does have some requirements, 8 characters, uh, must consist of characters from at least 2 of the following: alpha, decimal, and special. And then you confirm it, and then if you want to throw a hint in there, you can throw a hint in there too. Click Save, and your access code should be changed as well. So that's how to get your AT&T box with the Wi-Fi off and the access code secured. Now for the next thing, that's getting the time machine airport utility set up. And this is actually, I guess, time capsule is what you had, right? Time capsule. Getting the time capsule set up. I think you'd already tried that, and when you went to go and look for the MAC address in the airport utility, you said that the Xbox or the PlayStation 4, I can't remember which one Henry had, didn't show up here. Well, obviously it would not, because it was connected to the AT&T device and not to the time capsule. With the AT&T box turned off, Harry's going to have to go and man, I may have made a name mistake there. If I did, I apologize for that. Harry's going to have to go in his console and connect to the time capsule's network. Once Harry connects to the time capsule's network, then his device, his console, should show up in this wireless client list, at which point in time you'll be able to grab it, and then you'll be able to set up the access times like this thing's showing. So, yeah, that's all in theory how it should work out. And if it doesn't, then we'll just get on the phone and we'll solve this thing. And worst case scenario, I'll come over to your place and we'll work on it together. And maybe even before that, we could do like a Google Hangout and we could screen share and I could see what's going on your end of things. Any way you look at it, we'll figure out some way to get this thing solved and get it set up the way you want it set up so that everything works well. So sorry for the long delay, and I hope that this video helps out some. Take care.